Hello guys, this is the headphoneaddict.com and today I'm doing a review of the over-ear headphones from Sony MDR-XB series of headphones. XB stands for extra bass. I've done individual reviews of all of these three headphones, which are Sony MDR-XB500, Sony MDR-XB700 and Sony MDR-XB1000, which is the biggest one, second biggest one and smallest one of the over-ear headphones, because there is also a smaller model called the Sony MDR-XB300, which is an on-ear headphone. So as I said, they are over-ear headphones, but unless you've got extremely small ears, this will probably rest a little bit on your ear, but it's not any particular issue for me because these cushions are so soft and they form really well to your ears, so you can wear them on for hours on end without feeling any kind of discomfort. So let's just go through the specifications on each of these. So let's begin with the XB500. As you can see here, the XB500 sells for about 50 bucks. That's not the official retail price. The retail price is higher, but you can find deals down to 50 bucks. They are 40 ohm, has a 40 ohm impedance, meaning that they can be driven efficiently by a portable music player. The lower the impedance, the more efficient the headphones. As you can see here, it has a sensitivity of 104 decibel per milliwatt, meaning that if you give the headphones 1 milliwatt of power, they will play 104 decibels. That's extremely loud. So they don't require a lot of power. They are pretty efficient with their 40 ohms, so they can be driven efficiently with a portable music player. They have 40mm drivers, so that's basically it really. Those are pretty efficient. They are awesome with the black look. Once you go black, you never go back, as the girls say. So these are very efficient, very cool looking, cheap. They beat the Beats Solo HD headphones hands down. I've had the opportunity of comparing them, so I think that these are much better and much cheaper too. So that's just win-win situation. As you can see here, you have the Sony MDR-XB700, which is about 70 bucks in various deals. As you can see here, the impedance of these are lower, meaning that they are even more efficient with their 24 ohm. They also have 106 decibel per milliwatt sensitivity, meaning that they will require even less power to play even louder, and they've got a bigger driver with 50mm as opposed to 40. So with that out of the way, I would just like to say that these are the most value for money. If I had to choose between all of these, I would go for these. These are the ones I'm using the most. In fact, I'm using them every night when I go to bed, because I like to listen to YouTube videos, etc., and I fall asleep with these, and they're pretty durable. Never had a problem with them. All three come with anti-tangle cables, so that's great. So let's go over to the XB1000. As you can see here from the specifications, they are as both the impedance and the sensitivity is both 24 ohms and 106 decibels. So you are led to believe by the specifications that these are driven efficiently by a portable player, but unfortunately they are not. Also, they come with a pretty heavy price tag of 300 bucks. So I would suggest that you spend 70 bucks on these as opposed to 300 bucks on these. I seldom use these. I use these for portable applications, and I use these for listening when I go to bed, etc. So, and they're all great headphones for electronica, trance, house, dubstep, you name it. All kinds of electronic music. They're really, really, really great. So I would highly recommend all the headphones for that purpose, but I'm having hard time recommending the XB1000s because, as you can see, the cushions are just so incredibly, insanely large, and this makes quite a bit of distance from your ear to the driver, meaning that a lot of the higher frequencies will be swollen up by the pad. So a lot of the higher frequencies are not that easy to hear, and they kind of sound muffled even when you give them a lot of power to play with. So I'm having a hard time. They look impressive and all of that, and they're extremely comfortable, but I wouldn't recommend getting these without having proper amplification. I wouldn't call these portable headphones, to be honest. And also it almost sounds like you're listening to music in a club environment, as opposed to these, which are much more in your face, more direct. So these, well, I think they are a bit overpriced, and I wouldn't recommend them, even though durability wise this is metal, whereas on the XB700s this is metal, this is some plastic, and on the XB500 this is plastic and this is plastic. So durability wise the sweet spot is about here for this price of 70 bucks. Whereas the durability is even better here, but with a price tag of 300 bucks, and you need amplification, and they're not portable. So that's why I'm recommending these. The sound on these have a lot of emphasis on the bass, which is good for any person who enjoys their bass. But there's a big issue as opposed to these. These are the most bass heavy of the whole lineup. These guys they almost don't have highs at all, so they almost sound they sound very dark and very bassy, basically, and that's all well and good. They have lots of thump. They will really give your ears a real party time, to say the least, but there is too much emphasis on the bass, I would say, and this is coming from me, which is and I'm a bass head. So, but these also have great bass, but they also have great mids and better highs as well. None of them are harsh, so you're not going to get any type of sibilance or something or anything like that. But the sweet spot is really with the XB700s, so that's the headphones I would recommend. If you think that size is an issue, I would go for the XB500s, but I wouldn't necessarily get the XB1000s. I know a lot of people will dislike the fact that I'm not recommending the XB1000s for portable use, but I just can't do it. They sound weird. There's too much resonance due to the large air cups. They require an amp. They're just humongous. So comfort wise, all three are perfect. Sound wise, the XB700 gives you bass, great mids, great highs. So, and for only 70 bucks, so get these ones, guys. Get these ones. So that sums it all up. I think I've said just about everything there is to say. Just a note on isolation. None of these cans isolate tones. They are sold as sealed headphones, but there are vents on all of them. Here there is a venting holes here. There are venting holes here, and there are, harder to see here, but there are venting holes here as well. So Isolation wise they're not great, but they're good enough for me to use them on while commuting, etc. But there are better cans, there are better isolating cans out there. So basically that's everything I wanted to say about these headphones, and I hope that if you like the video you'll subscribe and probably thumb it up. Okay, thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.